And welcome back to a very special episode of When I Grow Up, where we are quite literally following the story of Parker McGee, who dropped out of college in hopes of becoming a TSR Concrete Coatings owner, as you know, the largest residential concrete coating company in the nation. And we are here at Parker's new apartment in Madison, Wisconsin. It is 6:31 a.m. We have been on the road for about an hour and a half now, and we are about to go wake Parker up and see what the plan is for the day. Let's go. All right, here we are. It's really early, so I'm trying to be quiet. 2:22. Still, this is what Parker told me. This is his place. See if he's even awake. There he is, Parker McGee. He was awake. We weren't sure. What's up, man? This is the new digs. So how's it been living in Madison? The world wants to know.
It's been good. Hasn't been long yet, so it's too early to tell, I would say.
What are we gonna do today?
We're gonna go lay a 400 square foot floor in color pecan, so it should be an easy day. We're only about 20 minutes away, so
okay.
So it should be pretty quick.
How much does living in Madison cut down your drive time?
Oh, I mean, our longest drive here is probably an hour and a half versus it could be 2.5 in Lena. So yeah, most of our days, we get spoiled. Last week we had 2 13-minute drives, so.
Well, let's take a little bit of a tour. Give Parker a little break. Let him get his coffee in, so he can work today. Okay, we got the little gaming setup over here. Nice little 55 inch over here. Looks smaller than it is. Oh wait, we got a real one over here. Okay. Yeah. Is this the new PlayStation 35? Nope. All right. We're here. Sean Cap lives with Parker. He's his only crew member up here in Madison. Sean, what's it been like living with Parker?
It's been pretty decent. At first, thought we were going to be like back and forth with each other, but I mean, it's been pretty smooth so far. Haven't gotten any arguments with each other. Okay. Haven't been stepping on each other's feet, but I'll admit, in the morning, I hate how he sits there on the toilet, brushes his teeth. Like, he doesn't know. He's not going to the bathroom. He just sits on the toilet, and he won't like walk around. I'll go in there, come out here. I'll go back in my room, like check my phone, do stuff, but he's just I can't do anything. But
wow, this is the best time to get podcast audio and footage because they're honest in the morning. What, you guys only have one bathroom here?
Yes.
Whoa. How's it like living in Madison?
It's a big change for me because I never went to college or anything, so I'm not used to being from home. But everything else has been pretty good and smooth. So.
All right, awesome. Parker, looks like Parker just made some coffee over here. Let's go see what he's got brewing. We're about to get to the job site, I promise. I promise there's going to be work done today. What do we got here? You look like you're a barista.
We got some little Keurig quick coffees.
Okay.
Quick coffees, and then we got some new Fairlife cream.
If you're seeing this, anybody from Fairlife, you can sponsor TSR.
We accept sponsorships.
So we're about to hit the road. We got a 20 minute drive. What can we expect to do today, see today? How quick are we going to be done? Are we going to take a trip back to the warehouse?
So we're actually going to go to the warehouse first, pick up the trailer quick so you guys can check that out. It should be a fairly quick day. We got a fairly beat up garage, but me and Cap are usually pretty quick. So we'll try to knock it out, get you guys home. I know it's been an early morning.
It's a fun morning. It's all for the fans. Yeah, we just hopped in the TSR truck. We just left the warehouse. Unfortunately, we are in a hurry to get to the job, and we were not able to give you guys a tour, but we will give you guys a tour later on in the day. It is a beautiful morning, a little bit cold, but we are rolling through the streets of Madison, Wisconsin, downtown right now, about to get to the job site. This job might take them a little bit longer today since I'm not helping out. So it might be a little bit of a longer day.
It might only be 4.9 stars now.
Yeah, out of 10. Just kidding. It's 5-star floors. That's all we lay here at TSR. So Are you worried about backing up the trailer into this? Do we know what this location's going to be like?
It looks like it's in a neighborhood, so we should be fine.
Some of these streets are real thin, though.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. I've ran the big grinder up a sidewalk before half a mile and gotten a few weird looks. So we won't be riding the back of a big grinder up the streets of Madison. So that should be good.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, for those of you listening and watching, a big grinder is really, really big. If you've watched any of the previous episodes, we've talked about it. I've hauled one out of a trailer, so I mean it's not that big, but they are. How much do they weigh? Like 800 pounds, you said?
Yeah, 800.
Wow. Well, we'll see you guys at the job site. So we just got to the job site, and Sean just backed the truck up. We just got the trailer backed up, talked to the customer, awesome guy, and Parker is working on this is the big grinder that we were just talking about that he said. Wait, you said you had to haul this like how far one time?
Just a little bit up the street. Just a little bit up the street.
So yeah, this is real work for all those who may have only seen Parker, on the podcast, sitting in a chair talking into a mic. That is not all he does. He actually runs this crew. It's quite impressive. It is really cold. It's really early. These guys are not complaining. They were talking to the customer, super nice, helping him with stuff already. We got Sean up here in the trailer. We got heat in this trailer?
Yeah, I can get it on here.
All right. That's where I'm going to be hanging out most of the day. I'm going to try to stay out of their way, but I do want to show you guys as much as we possibly can. Yo, Parker, you mind while you're working if we take the people on in and just check out your trailer?
Yeah, all good there.
All right, let's go check it out. This is actually pretty sweet. So Parker's got his own trailer. It's got his name on it, so you know it's legit. I just want to show you guys real quick. I don't want to bore you with all the nitty-gritty stuff, but I do want to show you guys real quick what is in here. It's pretty sweet. This is TSR MTV Cribs edition. Let's go. So this is the trailer. It's like a miniature warehouse. They've got everything that they could possibly need in here to do a floor. It's pretty darn sweet how well they have it organized too. This is really clean, really immaculate. This is where the big grinder goes, so everything literally fits inside of here. If you want to show them, turn it around. They've got a heater in here, a fan to blow the heat. So if they, need to take a break, warm up, and to keep all their supplies warm. I've got everything labeled, and it's immaculate. They've got everything that they possibly need in here, and it is pretty sweet. I know it's a little short tour, but it's a small trailer. What can I tell you? Let's get back out. All right. Recap of the day. We got here 6:30 a.m. to Madison. We knocked on Parker's door. He was awake. We weren't sure if he was going to be. We talked a little bit to Cap. We laid a baller concrete floor. Did a little bit MTV Cribs tour of the trailer. I know you weren't a part of that, but Sean was in there a little bit. Parker, how you feeling today? The show's about you. We want to hear from you. We haven't heard from you that much.
So this floor honestly kicked our ass a little bit. There was a lot of cracks, so we had to hand grind all those out, like I said earlier. Cap, stood and watched, so that was awesome. No, he did his majority. We got it done. So basing and chipping. Once you get that done, the easy part comes.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory on David next.
Ooh, Cheesecake Factory on DJ David.
No, but it was it's just a normal day for us. It's not anything too terrible we couldn't handle. So
how is it I know you haven't been out here all that long, but how does it feel to just have you and Sean and a warehouse full of supplies, and nobody's really like, you don't have all those guys around that have been around TSR for years. Like you're kind of just on your own. Do you feel scared? Do you feel good? What's going on?
So it's actually funny you said that about the 2-man crew, because Cap actually said something yesterday about how it just feels different with only being 2 rather than 3 guys on a crew.
And it's usually 3?
Well, it just depends on the garage size, okay. But he usually was working in 3s because we were training him. So So that's kind of what he got used to, and now we're switching back over. But as far as the shop goes, it was really hectic at first. I told Jeff it was literally when I said I was running around with my head cut off. When I got the trailer, it's starting all over again when I got the warehouse. But after we got everything sorted out, signed for the building, propane, materials, shelving, blah, 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 blah. I mean, we should be set for a while before I need to run around with my head cut off.
So I don't know how many weeks ago, in the summer, I think we started this show following you. Or was it, I don't know. It was sometime a while ago, 7 or 8 episodes ago, we started this show. Parker was just learning how to lay a floor. If you remember, he literally was learning. He was on Wink's crew. We interviewed Wink Perello, and Wink was actually raving about him, saying, hey, he's starting to get really good at cutting into the edges, chipping, basing, everything. And now Parker is, I don't know how, we're still in 2020. It hasn't been that long. How long has it been?
I think 4.5 months.
Maybe. So 4.5 months.
Maybe
4.5 months. Parker is now in Madison with his own truck and trailer, his own crew, and he is responsible for loading the trailer, laying the floors, talking with the customers, and everything on his own. I would say when we first started the show, you didn't seem like you were super confident in a lot of those areas, and now you're like, it's just a normal day.
Yeah, it's just kind of, I mean, it's like anything, right? You start riding a bike with training wheels. So that's kind of what we put the process in to put my training wheels on, and then now we're taking them off, and it's kind of living on my own, running my own shop. So it's kind of, we're taking the training wheels off, and now we're gonna ride the bike.
Does it feel too fast, too slow? Are you good with the pace? You seem like you kind of like being thrown into stuff and just figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I also like to know exactly. I'm a big exactly. I know, or I want to know exactly what's going on. Yeah, so I mean, a little bit of both, but I'm fine with where I'm at for sure. So
that's awesome. Well, Sean looks real hungry back there. I know I'm hungry. DJ David's definitely hungry.
DJ's wallet is hungry.
Yeah. How about David and Sean? Come on in here real quick, just for a second. I want people to see you. I know you guys know Sean, but we talk about DJ David a lot. He's on the camera. He's a workhorse. He's getting it done. He's making me use this ridiculous mic to bring you guys the cleanest audio experience.
That looks like a burnt corn dog.
It does look like a burnt corn dog. We did have one comment from a hater. And he's going to be banned from all of our social media. So if you guys are enjoying what's being done here, just leave us a comment. Drop a comment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go grab some lunch, and we will be right back. All right, I was just informed by the boss that we are pretty much done with the floor. So we are actually going to hop in the truck and head back to the warehouse, which you guys didn't get to see this morning because we were in a bit of a rush. The sun was coming up when we got here this morning. Now it's going down. It's been a full day. It is 2:59 p.m. We'll see you right back at the warehouse. And we are back at the shop, just backed in. And we're ready for a tour of the warehouse. Parker, show us around, man. What's it like?
All right, so usually right now we got the luxury of parking our trailer anywhere because, we own it. So no, but when we get 5 truck and trailers in here, we'll probably back a few in this way, a few in that way. So back here you can see we got all of our chip. If you guys want to follow me. We have all of our chip. We have all of our liquid over there. And kind of our sundries are just our miscellaneous items, our cups, brushes, squeegees, random stuff like that. Okay. We're still stocking up. We actually need to run to Menards here soon and grab some more stuff. But it's pretty plain right now. So
What else is gonna go? You said you have the luxury of parking the truck and trailer in here. What else is gonna go in here?
So I mean, we just have the luxury of parking it wherever we want right now. So eventually it's going to be a lot more jammed in here. We got the forklift around the other side of the truck if you guys want to check that in.
Yeah, let's check that. Sean, can we get some footage of you firing this thing up?
Cap is he's cold on the forks.
I'll fire it up for you.
Yeah, I want to see it fired up. I think we got to see it.
Unreal. Dude doesn't even know how to operate the forks.
Parker, you're in Madison. You got a crew, got a truck and trailer. You got a warehouse, you got a personal garage, you got a forklift. You got Sean. I mean, it seems like you've got everything you could possibly ever need in life. Is this it for you? Are you done? You're done trying to, move up in life?
This is a step forward. We never just end in life, right? So this is a good learning experience for me, I would say. Just kind of out on my own. Like I said earlier a little bit, just learning how to do stuff by myself without maybe my parents' help, or Jeff standing right there next to me too. He's helped me out ordering all the stuff. As you can see, we got a lot of chip and other stuff like we talked about earlier too. So it's been different, but at the same time, it's it's the same process every day. So
What about the people that, how old are you?
20.
So Parker's 20 years old. He has the responsibilities. You guys might think, people listening, people watching, I don't want to call everybody out, but some people might think like, hey, this kid's been given a lot of things at the early age of 20. But the way I look at it is he's responsible for a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of things that fall on his shoulders. Like, he's responsible for the floors. He's responsible for the warehouse, kind of. Nobody else is out here really. You're responsible for the truck and trailer. You're responsible to make sure Cap doesn't crash the forklift. So with all those responsibilities as a 20-year-old, do you feel like you've maybe aged a little bit faster than some of your peers?
No, I've always kind of felt like I was just as mature as some of the most mature people that are my age, just because that's kind of how I was raised. Yeah. I always kind of had responsibility. It was never Tyler, I think, would kill me if I put a dent in this warehouse. And that's kind of the way I was raised too. If I ever damaged any property of my parents' stuff, they were not going to be happy campers. So no, it's all the same. It's all the same for me. I wouldn't say there's any more responsibility right now. It's just the same. Go out, lay an awesome floor, and come back and make sure we have product here to do it. So
is this life for everybody? Is this life for everybody? Does everyone want this kind of responsibility? I don't want to put anybody down. I don't personally think everyone is built for this, and I don't think that everyone wants this. What do you think? Do you think people who are still trying to figure things out in life, they're behind, or are they good?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say this life is for everyone, just solely based off. I think I'm succeeding because I'm so detailed and my processes are so clean that, you look inside my trailer, everything has a spot and a place. That's the same place.
We checked it out.
That's the same thing that's going to be here in the warehouse. So not everyone that's 20 years old is on top of things, kind of how I am, and that's just kind of how I am. I'm anal about stuff. So I think that's helped me in the long run for sure. So
what's a big key takeaway that you think you could impart on somebody who is actually, because this life is not for everybody. If you're watching and listening, don't feel like you have to be where Parker is, because not everybody wants to be there. Everybody has a different path in life, and everybody has different ambitions and different goals. This is just one that Parker actually stepped out and chose this. He dropped out of college to make this decision. So if you're if you're thinking to yourself, man, I really wish I could make a change in my life, and change the job I'm at, or change the education I'm getting, or change the school I'm going to, it's not just going to happen for him, right?
No, I would say it's finding the right time and place, right? So I didn't just randomly one day wake up and be like, hey, I want to do this. I kind of saw where college was headed. I kind of saw a huge opportunity in TSR as it was growing. Yeah. So, and
making the step to go out and see if I liked it and liking it more than I thought I would. So it's just kind of about finding the right time and place for all this.
How do you find, like, what is the way to find what you like? Do you have to try different things? Look around. How does a person find out what that thing is for them?
I would just say trial and error. I didn't go to Jeff and say fully commit to him right away. I said, hey, I'll try it out 3 days a week or whatever. We tried it out 3 days a week. I'm like, hey, I want 5 days a week. We started working 5 days a week, and I'm like, okay, now I want to fully do this. I'm gonna commit, and I'm gonna drop out of college. So, just trial and error, I would say.
So you didn't make the decision to drop out of college immediately. Like, you tried things. You're like, okay, you got your feet wet. You tried things out a little bit before you fully just jumped in and dove in.
Yeah, I think with a commitment this big, you kind of have to do that. You can't just. You can just fully dive in, but at the same time, I think my play was smartest, just to get my feet a little wet and then start swimming if it was the right move.
Yeah, I think sometimes, like, you can, if as quickly as you make a decision, sometimes it doesn't have that value, and you can't. Sorry, fans, got a phone call coming in, but I think if you make a decision really quickly, it might be just as easy to get out of that decision. Yeah. Like, if you didn't really put any effort and it really wasn't a big step for you, like if it's a get rich quick scheme or something that's really easy to get into, a lot of the times those things are lies.
Just a reckless decision.
Yeah. Just a reckless decision. So I think for a 20-year-old, that's a lot of wisdom to be able to make those decisions and make those calculated decisions, and it seems to be working out well for you. But I don't think that's on accident either, because I watch how hard you're working on the jobs. So I would say, from what I've learned from following Parker around for the past 4.5 months, is that in the beginning, watching him, I'm like, okay, it's a 20-year-old kid. He quit college. He jumped into this thing. He has no idea what he got himself into. He might think it's fun for a little bit, but then he's going to realize it's manual labor. He's a millennial. We know he probably can't handle it. And here we are, 4.5 months later, at a stage that a lot of people never get to in their business. So I would just say that is not just because it's Parker. It's not just because some people are special and some people aren't. I think it's because there's that determination, that calculated risk, that actually working, actually showing that you can do it. Like, Jeff isn't even, I don't care if it's Parker. I don't care that Parker is somebody Jeff knows and Jeff knows his family. Parker's not going to get the keys to one of Jeff's buildings if he's irresponsible, right?
Yeah, that goes along with no one's going to hand someone the keys to their house that's going to burn it down, right?
Right.
So, and that's pretty logical statement, I'd say. So.
Right, we're in Madison, but this is still Jeff and Tyler's business, right?
Yep. And like I said, this, as you saw, this is a pretty nice building. If there's one thing messed up on this, someone's going to see, and it's going to be Jeff and Tyler. So I don't think they'd give it to anyone that they didn't think would treat it the right way.
Yeah. Do you know how long you're going to be here? Is there a plan for how long you're going to be here? And you and Sean, or when the crew's going to expand or whatnot?
So I actually think that Jeff wants me to do all of the rest of my training through Madison, sales and all that. Okay. And see if I can build this location to 5 trucks and trailers, kind of like how you would do it at a normal one. So, yep. Okay.
So you heard it here. Parker's goal is essentially to take the Madison location and build it to 5 trucks and trailers. And currently it's Sean, Parker, 1 truck, 1 trailer.
Yep.
So you got some work ahead of you, but you've come a long way in a short amount of time. Do you know when the timeline is that you're hoping to have the 5 trucks and trailers, or at least the next truck and trailer?
So I think I'm kind of learning that with time. I think Jeff has an idea in his head. We haven't really talked about it. I know right now we're slowing down, so I'm not thinking you're going to get another truck and trailer till late February or so. So we'll see what happens. Talk to Jeff more and get his thoughts.
All right. Any closing thoughts that you might want to leave for the viewers and listeners that we haven't covered today?
No, I would just say continue watching. It's been an awesome ride already. I know a lot of my buddies have already tuned in and said they've learned a bunch of great stuff, so don't turn it off too soon.
Yeah. I love it. I would say don't underestimate the information that you can gain from watching this show and other shows like this. We really do keep doing this show to inspire young people that college is not the only way to be successful. This is a 20-year-old here standing in basically his own warehouse that he's in charge of and running, and you don't have a college education, do you?
Zero.
Kind of weird, you know? Your whole family's college educated. We just talked to his mom on the last episode. She really pushed college, but Parker does not have a college education. He has a high school education. He was not handed this opportunity. He asked for this opportunity, and he worked for this opportunity, and he was tested and tested and tested and tested and tested for this opportunity. So the one thing I want to leave you guys with is, if you want to make a change in your own life, whether it be college, whether it be your job, if you wake up every morning and you're feeling depressed or like something isn't quite there in your life, just remember that you actually have the power to step out and start doing something. And now Parker didn't just quit college and jump into this opportunity that was already there. He started slow, and that's a lot of times how it actually happens. You start doing something. Rather than watching TV, maybe you're doing a little extra work on the side in the evenings, building a side hustle until it turns into your full-time hustle. Would you agree with that?
Yep, exactly.
Awesome. So this has been another episode of When I Grow Up. We will see you all on the next episode.